Hello, good evening. Welcome, participants of DICT Camarines Sur for the free webinar this evening at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is an introduction to virtual assistants, and this is a fast-track approach. We will help you how to get hired for online work as a virtual assistant even without experience. Let us begin. This is a webinar conducted by the DICT Camarines Sur chapter in collaboration with Online Bicolano Workers. Before we get started, I want you to know that the requirements for this, if you have a notebook with you or a laptop with you, you can jot down notes, because this is actually a compressed method of providing you how to get hired in a fast-track approach. So I want you to jot down notes so that after the webinar, after the Facebook Live, you can be able to review your notes. Can you follow? Okay. We are now live in our virtual assistant basics. After the FB Live, we will have our Q&A. We will entertain your questions based from the webinar. How to get hired as a virtual assistant even without experience. So you may ask yourself, do I have the prerequisite skills to work online as a virtual assistant even if I am not an experienced worker? Because probably during this period of enhanced community quarantine, I am working, but right now I am confined in my home without work at all. So we don't know if on May 15 the ECQ would be stopped, or the situation would be normal and we will be working again in our office setup. We don't know. So we are teaching you how to get hired as a virtual assistant even without experience. A fast-tracked approach. Before anything else, I want to introduce myself. I am Erbe T. Garchitorena. I am in an online marketing business for more than 10 years now. So I think some of you know me from Online Bicolano Workers or know me personally. But yes, I specialize in virtual careers coaching and website monetization using various online media tools. So from my 10 years of experience, I have been working closely with Online Bicolano Workers and the Naga City government, and right now the DICT, to give you some information about work from home, particularly virtual assistants. As a physical therapy graduate, I started in 2003 as a medical transcriptionist here in Naga City. And in 2006, I operated a medical transcription company and then became a TESDA certified trainer for medical transcription. Okay? And in 2014, I founded a work from home for Filipino support group and page to those aspiring online workers based in the Philippines. So my scope is actually the entire country, but I am sharing you with this Facebook group so that you can be able to join And also, with the help of the Online Bicolano Workers, we also created the Bicol Virtual Assistance Network. This is a Bicol Virtual Assistance group, a support group for virtual assistants here in Bicol. You can actually join in these groups. Yes, and right now we're conducting the training with the DICT in collaboration with the Online Bicolano Workers. And by the way, we are conducting trainings already with the help of the Naga City government from last year. And we had a series of trainings with the different skills of online work earlier this year. So, and by the way, I am a licensed teacher. Okay? Let's get it started. What will you get from the VA training? From the description of Facebook Live, we will show you the step-by-step process on how to get started in online work. We will help you get the right virtual assistant job depending on your skills, education, or work background. So bear with me, because your work, your online work, will be dependent on your current skills, your current education, or even your work background, whether it's an office background or a freelancing background. Will help you get the right way job for you. And number 3, we will walk you through the application process from setting up your account in BPM websites. What's BPM? Business Process Management websites, by creating customized cover letter and resume the right way. So we will be concentrating on this one, because this is actually the best part in applying an online job. And number 4, we will show you how to use your virtual assistant skills, some online tools, and the virtual assistant workflow that we are doing on a daily basis. Okay? So I am looking actually at your comments. So if you have comments, we will review your questions later on, and if the time permits, we will be creating a group chat, and we will have a follow-up with this group of participants. If ever you have questions and you decided to push through a virtual assistant work during this ECQ period. Okay? And number 5, of course, we need to find an online job while on a COVID-19 home quarantine. So I'm sure you're eager to be productive even at the confines of your home. Okay? Let's continue. So start now. Start now. Just decide for yourself. This is the right time to contemplate whether you like to work as an online worker, as a virtual assistant, because at the middle of this presentation, I will be showing you where to apply, where the business process management platforms you are going to create profiles, you are going to register for free, and you are going to look for online jobs. Okay? Okay. What are the tools? Before anything else, what are the tools and equipments needed for virtual assistant work? Some of you might ask, is my cell phone enough? Well, it's not enough. Okay? Number 1, you need to have your personal computer or laptop. Okay? So, personal computer or laptop, of course. And number 2, yes, of course, we need a fast and reliable internet connection. Number 3, a conducive home office for work. Why conducive? Because our work online is similar to an office work. Okay? Our clients in the United States and Australia or any part of in the world, we are expected to be professional. Okay? They are expecting for us to be professional, even our home office setup. Okay? Number 4, we should have a headset with microphone. One good one good headset with microphone with a noise cancelling feature is Plantronics and many others. Okay. Number 5, apps and software for VA work. Okay. How fast should be the internet connection? Well, before there are 10 Mbps and 12 Mbps, we could already work at 3 Mbps. Okay? Okay, thank you for that question, but for the sake of the presentation and we have limited time, we'll just continue and we will answer more questions later. Okay? And number 6, of course, you need to have your pen and notebook even if you have your laptop or personal computer already, because you need to write down whatever instructions of your clients to you on a daily basis. Okay, even some notes that comes to you on a daily basis, you just need to have a small notebook for you to write anything that that your clients requires you to do, and then you can just transfer it to your notebook application or whatever task monitoring software you have on your laptop or computer. Okay, number 7, other as needed tools. Okay, we are now 96. Welcome to the others who are just watching our Facebook live presentation. Okay, and I believe the regional director of the ICT is here with us. Good evening, ma'am, Pinky, and the other staff of the ICT. Good evening. Okay, I have a quote for you. This is about the topic on preparation. So this is really timely, even this time of crisis, even later on in your lives. So this is actually coming from Abraham Lincoln. This goes: if I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. Okay, meaning to say you need to prepare yourself, you need to study, you need to read, you need to watch tutorials, you need to go on formal training like this one or other training materials that you can find on the internet, just to prepare yourself for this situation, for this kinds of situations that opportunities will knock on your door. So right now we have no work. So if you have the skills, if you have the education, we will teach you just how. What's the step-by-step process on looking for an online job. Okay. Okay. Before anything else, this is what our FB Live is all about. What is a virtual assistant? Let us consult Wikipedia for this. According to Wikipedia, a virtual assistant is abbreviated to VA and are also called a virtual office assistant. Is generally self-employed and provides professional, administrative, technical, or creative assistance to clients remotely from a home office. Remotely from a home office, that's why it's called virtual, because we are catering our services to the clients who outsource the work to us, coming from United States, coming from Australia, or any part of Europe and the world. Okay, that's according to Wikipedia. Actually, virtual assistant nowadays is tantamount to saying online worker. Okay, what's your work? I'm a virtual assistant. It's similar to saying I'm an online worker. I'm a professional. I'm a freelancer. So it's similar words nowadays. Okay. Okay. We'll invest longer for a bigger results. Okay. Thank you very much. Actually, we are having a follow-up support for all of you who are here today, because the ICT has created for you this group, and then after this Facebook Live, after this training, we will be providing an after webinar support. Any questions that you want to ask about online work, any questions, any difficulties on finding job after this webinar, you can ask your question on this Facebook group. I will readily answer your questions back. Okay, this is actually my advocacy, so bear with me if this is just a short time. 1 hour is short time, but I concise it in such a way that you can review this and you can jot down notes, and then at the end of the day I will give you an assignment so that you can really start working online. Good evening, Ma'am Pinky. I saw you in the comment section, okay, watching our presentation. Okay, what are the advantages of virtual assistant work? Well, it's cost effective because we are at the confines of our home. Number two, yes, because we are at home, we'll have plenty of time with our family, with our kids. I'll give you an example. Even on every day, Monday to Friday, we are there. If there are activities, our kids have activities in school, we are actually present always. So yes, more time with family activities, especially the kids at school. Number three, no traffic, of course. Number four, flexible time. And number five, you can wear pajamas at work. And number six, you can bring your work anywhere. And number seven, higher pay as compared to the regular office employees here in the Philippines. Okay? Okay. As always, I am always using this quote: you can't give something that you don't have. Okay? This is another quote to think about. What can you give? What's in you that can you give if I work online? If I apply for online work, what can I give to my client? Okay, in the succeeding materials, in the succeeding slides, I will provide you something to think about within you that you can give to your clients. Okay? Okay. Number one is time, of course. You have your time management. When you are a professional online worker, you need to give your time. You need to allot time to your client. Number two, your expertise or your service. Okay? Number three, your dedication and professionalism. And number four, your value. This is actually a total package of yourself. The same way when you are a teacher, the same way when you are an engineer, the same way when you are a bank employee, your total package is very important to your client. Okay? This is the core of our training today. The three pillars of virtual assistant work. Because on our daily encounters of problems on our daily lives, we use scientific method. Okay? I'm sure you knew this from your high school days, even in your college days. We use scientific method to solve our problems. Whether you are experienced person or not, you need to use scientific method, whether consciously or subconsciously. We are using scientific method, using our senses, using our skills to solve our problems on a daily basis, right? So this is actually the basis for the three pillars of online work, because even the area of medicine, the doctors examine the patients, and then after examination they diagnose the patients, and with the diagnosis they provide the solution to the patient's problem. Okay, the same way in virtual assistants and as an online worker, you need to look for the client's problem. Why they hired you so that you can efficiently give your time to them, give your professional service to them, give your value eventually to them. Okay? Okay. So number one, your niche and your expertise. So what are your niche and your expertise? The niche is about your online work skills. Your expertise is about if you are a nurse or an English teacher or an accountant. These are your expertise. And the niche is, I will be showing you how to find your niche. Okay? And number two pillar, the client's problem. Okay? And number three, the best part, to provide solution to the client's problem. Okay? This is very concise, the three pillars of VA work, but if you think about it really deep, if you have the skills, if you know your expertise, you can provide solution to your client. Let's go deeper on this three. Okay? Can you follow? Can you follow? Okay. Is my voice quality okay? So let's continue. I think you are watching now, and for those who are late, you can just replay this. You can just replay this any time of the day. Okay. The three pillars of virtual assistance work. This is actually the process why we call this the fastest method to find an online work, even with or without experience. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for answering me if my voice is clear. Thank you. So, remember this. You can grab this, screenshot this, or you can replay this. You can take down notes. The three pillars of VA work. Okay? Take note. This is the fastest method to find an online work, even with or without experience. Okay? Let's tackle it one by one. Your niche or expertise. Okay, how to do that? You will know your niche. Number one, know your strengths, of course, and your weaknesses. Okay? Know your strengths. You may think, I am a teacher. My strength is I can teach, right? And I can also write, okay? And I can also post on social media. Those are your strengths based on online work skills and your expertise. I am a nurse. I can create documents. I can do what the doctors are instructing me to do. Okay, there are platforms for you to apply. Okay, by just knowing your strengths. Okay, it's just a matter of skills positioning and then looking for the platform that your skills matches, and then that your profession and your expertise matches, and I can help you look for those platforms. And then number two, find your niche and passion based from your strengths and expertise. Okay, later on I will be adding I have a slide here about the kinds of virtual assistant where you can compare your passion, your profession, your strength to the kinds of virtual assistant, and then from there you can check, I am this kind of virtual assistant. I will find work based from this kind of virtual assistant. Okay, can you relate? Okay, thank you. Number three, of course, after knowing your strengths and after knowing your passion and your expertise and comparing to the virtual assistant, you are going to find now your ideal client, because you identify upon yourself what can you give to the client. Okay, this is actually identification of skills that's in you. Okay, this is personal. Actually, every one of you can really go and contemplate about this one. about your strengths, about your passion, about your expertise, and then compare it to the kinds of virtual assistant later, and then you can find your ideal client from the business process management platforms that I'm going to tell you. Okay? What you can do here, what you can do. Okay, you need to assess your skills based on the virtual assistant sought after skills. What are these virtual assistant sought after skills? These are the in-demand skills today, or the online work today, that are always present as a job opening in most of the online job platforms, such as Upwork.com, if you are familiar with that, and many other platforms. And we will tackle that in a bit. Okay. And number two, of course, from the other slide, you need to know your strengths and weaknesses. You kindly take down this, because this is a personal exercise actually. So you should know by now what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. If you are weak on WordPress, if you are weak in social media marketing, well, what are you going to do with that, without weakness? Of course, you empower it. Of course, you find solution to how to empower your weaknesses by reading, by watching tutorials, and we will tackle that later on. And number three, okay, this is another online job platform that I can open for you and walk you through to find at least 5 job vacancies you think suited to you. Okay, if you notice, in the number 1, you need to assess your skills, and then in number 2, you need to know your strengths and weaknesses. And then from the previous slides, we mentioned that to compare it to the types of virtual assistant. Okay, just screenshot this, and you can do this as an assignment, or I can walk you through based on the goal of this VA seminar. I can walk you through the onlinejobs.ph, okay, and look for at least 5 job vacancies. And number 4, after looking for 5 job vacancies, you need to list the requirements of the clients as to skills and online tools used. Okay? Are you jotting this down? Okay, because particularly number 3 and number 4, this is critical to the fast track method. Okay? I am going to walk you through onlinejobs.ph. So let's take a look at this. Okay. Let me see. Okay, the onlinejobs.ph. Okay, onlinejobs.ph. Okay, this is onlinejobs.ph. If you have your laptop, you can. It's easier to open your laptop and then follow me in the onlinejobs.ph. You need to, if you are familiar with registering to platforms like Facebook, it's similar because this is actually free. There's no fee to be collected, by the way. When you say online work, there are no fees to be collected upon registration, okay, to this online job platform. This is onlinejobs.ph, one of the best platforms. Okay, from the slides, I am telling you, this is a quick tip. You need to look for the job posts and look for the requirements of the clients. Can you follow? Actually, I already did one Facebook Live about this one, but right now I am focusing on walking you through the application process, okay, and some more tips with the other slides. Okay, for examples, there are the examples here for a latest outsourced job from the US or Australia or other parts of the world to the Philippines. I want you to list down 5 job vacancies that you think is suited to you right now. Okay, just click on this view more job post and you will be, okay, let us see, and you will be prompted to a job pool where you can check the job category, the employment type, which is or freelance or part-time or full-time, and then you can even refine results based from this. You can click or unclick this one if you want just part-time. Okay, can you follow? Hello, Jerome Arsolon. Actually, here on onlinejobs.ph, they are accepting. There are clients that are accepting newbies. Okay, so that's why I choose onlinejobs.ph, because if you have no experience at all but you have your prerequisite skills, you can actually apply on this job platform, provided that whatever you add in your resume, because there is an online resume here and a cover letter that you are going to make, you just know how to do it. Okay, for example, let us check content writer. Okay, this is actually a part-time job, so 10,000 to 20,000 a month for a part-time job. So let us see this one for the sake of walking you through the requirements of the clients for this one. If you notice, you have your button here to apply for this job. But if you can see my profile here, you must be registered. The registration is free. You need to go to the onlinejobs.ph platform and then click the register button. This actually it's free. And then if you already created your profile, you can apply for this job. Okay, but for the sake of walking you through, we are going to look for the job overview so that we can know the requirements of the clients. Okay, so the client is looking for a kick-ass sorry for the word, rock star. It's actually content writer. Okay, some of you, I'm good at writing. I'm an English teacher, I am good at writing too. It's 20,000 a month to 40,000 a month, full time. Okay, so now this ID proof, you need to complete your profile so that you can get your proof. If your profile is completed, you can. So this is a requirement, at least 70 proof, meaning to say that the client is required an ID proof for a trustworthy online worker. So that's actually the purpose of the proof, because the onlinejobs.ph is actually requiring you, for example, government ID, and then your actual work experiences. So that's it comprises the ID proof. Okay, can you follow? Yes, Sahid Narido Makabalang. If you are an English teacher or a writer, you can apply on this. You can readily apply on this one. This is actually live. This is legit. You don't need to pay anything. Just apply for this job, and then, okay, wait for this. We are going to look for the job overview, and then actually we are going to look for the requirements of the client. So, job overview. Do you like to write? Do you like writing engaging content that people will actually see? Do you like writing engagement content that people will see and put to use? Okay, this is the director, PTY Ltd. This is the company. And then what are the requirements? The client has given a website example of content about roses. So this is about home and garden, and this is about internet marketing, e-commerce. Okay, the role, you will be responsible for researching and creating engaging content for the company website. Meaning to say, this client have a company website, and websites nowadays, most of the clients are using WordPress as their website platform. So additional skill for this is you must know how to use WordPress, because it's your articles will, if you are the one to upload the articles to the client's website, you must know how to upload the article to the website. Okay, the main form of the content will be blog post. Okay, if you know how to create blog posts, articles, product pages, and services pages, actually these are just ordinary pages. If you are going to look at an ordinary site, your article will be the one to be posted on this blog posts, product pages, service pages. Okay, we will according to the client, they will provide you a worksheet for its piece of content with clear instructions. Don't worry about the instruction, because clients will provide instruction by Asana. So this is another tool. The client is, this is a collaboration tool actually that the client wants you to use, so that the work that he is going to send you, you just look at the Asana scheduler. So a worksheet. This worksheet will contain the topic, the keywords. You must know about the keywords, search intent for the keyword. So you must know a little bit of SEO writing here. But actually this is actually very basic. You must know the keyword. So don't worry, because according to the client, they have a clear instruction for you. And then target word count, examples of existing sites, so you have an idea what we are going for. So you must know how to speak and write fluent English, ability to research, ability to communicate, ability to learn, and a team player. Okay, so these are the requirements of the client. Okay, if you are this one, a writer, you can readily apply, because this is just posted April 25. Okay, okay. Does this sound like a good fit for you? Send me a minimum 50-word blog post. So the client is looking for your examples, the examples of your work. Okay, ano po yung much better? WordPress? Yes, most of the clients nowadays are using WordPress already. So another platform is Wix, another platform is blogspot.com, but WordPress is the widely used platform nowadays. Okay, according to the client, send a 500-word blog post. Your sample of your gardening subject is gardening. Your sample article too. She provided her email. You can send the samples to this client, so that you can really get hired. If the client is okay, is amazed by your article, probably you are the luckiest person to be hired by this client. Okay, the skill summary is just writing English and blogging and web content writing using WordPress. Okay, and the platform that the client is communicating with you is using Asana. Take note of these tools, because these are the tools that the clients is requiring you, and this is just the job overview to look for the requirements of the client. This is just for content writer, but there are other jobs here, virtual assistant jobs, that if you are going to look at the job overview, and if you are going to look at the skill summary, if you are experienced with this kind of job but have no experience doing it online, you can do it. You just need to transfer your work online, and we are glad that we have mentors nowadays. We have support groups that really can help you. Okay, let's continue. So we already know from this sample online job the requirements of the clients. Let's move on to the other slides. Okay, questions will be entertained if we have time, and later. Okay, so we already checked online job platforms. I already walked you through one job vacancy that I think suited to the online writers, the English teachers, and then we walk you through. I walk you through the requirements and the online tools that that are used. It's up to you to jot them down, and it's up to you to continue with this one, looking for another job vacancies and listing the requirements of the clients as to skills and online tools. And then tonight, you can actually apply for an online job, or whether you are going to use onlinejobs.ph and other online job platforms. Okay? Do you get me? Even if you don't have experience working online, just relying on your own skills, your own diploma, your own college degree as an English teacher or as a writer, you can actually apply even without experience. We just need to transition your skills according to the type of online work we have on the online jobs platform. Okay? Clear enough? Okay, let's continue. Okay, identified. Another one in the three pillars, we need to identify the client's problem. From the example that we just walked through with onlinejobs.ph today, we checked for vacancy, and we have one sample for writer. We check the description where you can find the client's problem. So what's the problem with that client? Okay, so we need to identify the client's problem. The problem of the client in that online job is that probably the previous writer gardening topic is not performing well. So she posted another online job vacancy looking for another writer. And the purpose of that is maybe her website is not performing well because of the articles that the previous writer is writing. So here you are, you have your writing skill, and then that's a problem with the client. You need to address the problem of the client as to promote the website based on the articles that are being written and uploaded to her website. So that's a problem of the client. A good article about gardening. Okay, that. And number 3, how are we going to present ourselves to our client that we have the solution to her problem? And we can only do that by creating a customized resume and cover letter based from the job description, based from the problem of the client. Do you get me? Do you get me? Okay, can you follow? Jot this down, because actually this is personal. You need to personalize this one. You need to study this one. You need to jot this down, and you need to look for the onlinejobs.ph, the required assignment that I'm going that I'm going to let you do after this one. So this is actually a personal approach to depending upon your skills, depending upon your college degree. Okay? And number 3, as I have said, we already identified the client's problem. Yes, we need to provide the solution. And how are we going to do that? Based from the problem of the client from the job vacancy, the writing gig. Number 1, we already checked the client's requirements. We already checked and identified the skills and tools needed. Check, right? We already identified that the client is using WordPress and the client is using Asana to communicate the task to us, right? So 30 minutes of reading Asana, 1 hour of reading WordPress, and from this training, you can really provide solution to the client. Okay? And number 3, this is actually the most important one. You need to propose the best strategy you have in mind. Like, for example, how to fast track the writing time, how to And you can add that to the cover letter that you can create 3 articles, gardening articles, in an hour. So if another one is another applicant is just it can just create 2 articles in an hour, probably the client will go after you, right? And then the sample that the client is asking you, you are going to send it to the client, and then if the client is satisfied with your sample, probably you are the best option for the client. Okay, can you get me? Okay, this is providing solution to the client using a scientific method. Okay, we'll continue. That's why it is very important to learn and study new skills on a daily basis, such as technology and social media applications and online work tools, so that we can really provide value if we are a virtual assistant on a daily basis to our clients. Okay? Let's continue. This is what I'm talking about. You need to compare your strengths and your profession to these kinds of virtual assistant. Okay, you can jot this down. Okay, number 1, according to project, task, or work duration. Number 1 is project-based virtual assistant. From the name itself, you are given by the client a project, and then after the due date of the project was finished, the client will be sending you your payment. Okay, that's project-based basis. Other one is the task-based. So it's the same way as the project-based virtual assistant. If you are given a task and after it's finished, the client will pay you, and it's up to the client if he has another project or another task, he is going to look after you because he is satisfied by your work. And number 3, the most important one, this is similar to an office-based employees. This is actually the virtual employees given by large companies outsourcing to us from the United States or from other parts of the world. So actually virtual employees received a 15th day or 30-day, 13th month salary, or it depends upon the client if he's going to pay you on a weekly basis. Okay, so these are virtual employees. And letter B, type of virtual assistant according to niche or specialization. Okay, this is actually the if you are an experienced virtual assistant already, or if you are a nurse, or if you are an accountant or an engineer or a lawyer, that is your specialization. There's an online job platform for you. From the previous slide, I think I mentioned this already. So the general virtual assistant is a virtual assistant that knows a quick solution to client's problem. Anything clients that he would ask this general VA to do, the general VA can be able to perform. This is actually a cost-cutting method of a client, where in fact it's always good to learn teamwork approach, so that a general VA task is actually very tedious, because from social media marketing to search engine optimization to writing to creating content for the client, you are going to do that. But if you are working with a team, with a staff, with a company, you are just focusing to your own expertise, such as if you are just focused on creating graphics for social media, that is the only one that you are going to do. If you are just doing writing, that's the only one that you are going to do for that client. But for a general virtual assistant, most of the work is being worked by them. Okay? Number 2, professional niche VA. This is actually what I'm telling you, that if you are a nurse, a lawyer, a teacher, for example, you are a teacher, and and you want to work online, there is actually what we call an ESL, English as Second Language, where the teacher is teaching online Chinese and Japanese students, and there are platforms for this such as 51 Talk. Jot it down. 51 Talk is one of the platforms for online teachers for foreign clients. Okay, so this is Professional Niche VA. If you're a teacher, if you're a nurse, there's a platform where you can be able to perform your duties as a nurse online. I call this hellorach.com. You can jot this down also. I will be providing the group with a list of business process management platforms according to profession, okay, and according to the types of virtual assistants, so that you can have your reference if ever you decided to work online after this FB Live. Okay, number 3, technical VA, the IT professionals, the tech supports, the search engine optimization specialist, and many others. These are called the technical virtual assistants. The mobile application developers, these are technical virtual assistants. Number 4, bookkeeper. If you are an accountant and the client is looking for a bookkeeping virtual assistant, you can apply for that client. You just need to realign your skills and do it online. Number 5, marketing virtual assistant, the social media marketing virtual assistant, the classified ads, posters, the content marketing, the YouTube marketing, using YouTube as a marketing tool. Those are marketing virtual assistants. And number 6, social media marketing VA. Those are the virtual assistants that are posting and scheduling posts on Pinterest, on Facebook, on Twitter, or on Instagram on a regular basis. There are tools for this one, so that all of the posts by the clients, articles from the website, is scheduled on a daily basis, is scattered on scheduled on a daily basis. Okay. Number 7, mobile VA. These are the mobile developers, the app developers for using mobile. These are called mobile VA, using their phone as the means for doing online work. Okay, okay, can you follow? We are already 56 minutes, more than an hour, a little bit to closer to 1 hour already. So, but we are going to finish this in 15 minutes. So, the most important part of this FB Live is the 3 pillars of virtual assistant work, where you can identify your niche, you identify the tools and the skills, the requirements of the clients, and you provide the solution to the client. These are just additional information for you to compare your skills as to the type of virtual assistant right now in the online job platforms. Okay, compare your skills to this type of virtual assistants, and then find the online work on many online job platforms, and then you can readily apply if you have the skills. Okay, let's continue. Actually, there are many other types of VA according to niche or specialization. Okay, okay, let's do some more exercise. How to find your niche. Okay, can you follow? Can you still follow? So another question is there a specific requirement for a laptop or desktop, like processor, webcam, megapixel, or can we also use iPad or our device? What laptop or desktop can you recommend? Right now, most of the laptop in the market today can be used for online work, not just for gaming. Okay, and you can also use your iPad and other devices such as mobile phone for looking for emails, checking the Facebook pages, the social media platforms of the clients, but not the actual work. You need to do the actual work using your laptop or personal computer. Okay, what are the apps that we can use using our mobile or tablet? Skype. If the client is communicating with you on a daily basis, you can use Skype for your meeting using your mobile phone. Using WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger, you can use your mobile phone. But the actual work is being done using your personal computer and laptop. Also in Instagram, because in Instagram, we can only post videos using your phone, but actually using the web developer portion of your laptop, we can actually post Instagram post, okay? So basically, if you have the laptop and your personal computer and fast internet connection, you are good to go to work as an online worker, okay? Let's continue. Finding your niche. List your college course, profession, passion, skills, and things you want to learn more. This is actually a summary of the 3 pillars of online work. And the number 2, this is what I'm talking about. Compare your skills and your profession, your passion to the kinds of virtual assistant work. Align your skills to the types of virtual assistant and look for the job on the online job platforms such as onlinejobs.ph, and you can create your profile there, you can create your resume, and then look for the problem of the client, and then on your cover letter, address the problem by providing a proposal. Okay? That's finding your niche, and then readily applying for an online job vacancy. And number 3, of course, pursue your passion. If you find already the kind of VA you are going to push through, it's your passion. Follow it and then empower it. If you want writing gig, train on how to write SEO articles. If you want to write about food, pursue it. Train yourself on writing about food. If you want to write about bodybuilding, about fitness, train yourself on those aspects, okay? And then number 4, you need to review the 3 pillars of virtual assistant work. Can you get me? Can you get me? Okay. Okay. Actually, that's the 3 pillars. I'm repeating this one. That's the fastest way for you to find online job. Okay? But because clients have expectations, I want to share this with you. You should be fit. Okay, mentally, of course, psychologically, of course, emotionally, of course. You can't work if you are just heartbroken. You can't work if you are an alcoholic. But if you are a paralyzed person, for example, the lower extremity, you are paralyzed, but you can work with your upper extremity and you have a normal functioning mind, normal functioning upper extremity, you are a person with disability, a PWD, you can actually work online. Actually, there are groups here in the Philippines. I am dropping the name of Virtualahan. They are actually a social enterprise group with an advocacy to help PWDs to work online. They have a Facebook page. It's called Virtualahan. You can find it on Facebook actually. Number 2, of course, it's expectation of the client. You have a reliable internet connection so that your daily work and the communication with the client will not be hampered. Number 3, conducive working environment. I mentioned this already. And number 4, backup plan. For example, there are typhoons, there are other calamities that you cannot work on at the comforts of your home. After this quarantine, the DICT and the Naga City government has erected a Naga Innovation Hub for us. If you have no laptop, we have there in the Naga City Innovation Hub 10 computers donated by DICT to the Naga City government so that aspiring online workers can start working online even without laptop, okay, and Wi-Fi at home. Just after this quarantine, you can go to JMR Coliseum and look for Mr. Jeff Bagadyong and Mr. Roel Oliver. They are the ones running and the Online Bicolano Workers and the DICT staff. They are the ones running the Naga City Digital Innovation Hub. Okay? And what are the things that is hampering you not to work online? We already have your mentors. You already have your support groups. we already have the Naga City Innovation Hub for you to start even without laptop or internet connection. Just decide, okay? Just decide and empower your passion based from the 3 pillars of online work, okay? Number 5, skillful. Well, these are just prerequisite skills, but the client can readily provide you SOP. What are the things you should do on a daily basis? Just study them. If the clients hired you already, study them and then perform it on a daily basis, okay? And number 6, available, punctual at all times. Most clients have 3 minutes Skype response time. You need to respond to the client. Not later than 3 minutes or other more than 3 minutes Skype response time. Okay, number 7, trustworthy. Of course, because you are just communicating online, trust is very important with your relationship to the client. Number 8, you should be a fast learner. Okay. Oni po maray gibuhon kayo siya bo isig. What's this? Okay, I'm sorry for that. Fast learner, okay, with emphasis, because the clients, especially if you are hired, there are things that the client wants you to work. You have your 24 hours to learn the app or to learn the task. You should be a fast learner, okay? Number 9, get things done on time. And number 10, it's good that we Filipinos are really kind and respectful. It's our value, it's our custom, it's our culture, so that we have a good employer and employee relationship. So I would advise to maintain that kind and respectful attitude and then learn the basic customer service and communication skills. Okay? Okay. Okay, another quote, be so good. Be so good that they can't ignore you. Okay? Be so good that they can't ignore you. Who will ignore a good person? Who will ignore a skillful person? Who will ignore a person with a good character? Okay? Be so good that they can't ignore you. Okay? Just be productive. Use the ECQ as a productive time for you and look for online job based from your skills. Okay? What services can a VA offer? These are the VA sought after skills. Can you still bear with me? We are already past 1 hour. Kindly type in your comment if you are still there. You still can bear with me and you have no things to do tonight. Because I have just 5 slides that we can tackle. These are just some information aside from the 3 pillars. So what are the VA sought after skills? Number 1, WordPress and content management. Actually, we have in Online Bicolano Workers and the VA sought after skills, we have prepared already modules for this. Last summer, for 3 months, we conducted all the skills required for a virtual assistant here in Naga City. Okay, number 1 is WordPress and content management. Sir, from your experience, who among the foreign clients do you prefer? Well, I am not looking after the client. I'm looking after who is the best client according to your relationship, according to how the client is treating you, and according to the work that he or she is going to give to you. Well, I'm looking actually at a big company so that I will become a virtual employee, so that I can wait for salary increase after 6 months and 1 year. I am not after the task based and the project based actually, so I'm after the virtual employee, so that you have a room for improvement for a certain company. I'm not looking actually for from where the client is coming, but if you are going to, if you want to work on day shift, look for an Australian client because Australia have similar working hours from us. If you are going to work night shift, you are going to look for a US based client or a European client. Okay? So number 2, search engine optimization specialist. Number 3, internet research. Number 4, social media marketing. Number 5, content creation such as graphics, video, audio, articles, slide, presentations, file conversion. Number 6, copywriting. Actually, copywriting is creating sales copy, the ones that being posted on a Facebook ads. Can you see the copy of the Facebook ads? They are actually sales copy. The email marketing copy, and also some articles do copywriting. Okay. And number 7, well, email marketing using a Weber, Constant Contact, and many others such as MailChimp. These are email marketing platforms. Number 8, lead generation. When you say lead generation, it's actually getting traffic to your website based from the promotion, the marketing that you are going to do on a certain platform, such as Facebook ads, such as the article marketing, such as email marketing, that generate leads for you. So those are lead generation. Number 9, analytics report from Google Analytics and Facebook Analytics. There are many analytics report that you can do online, provided that the clients have clear instruction on what to do for the analytics report. Number 10, transcription. Sir, can you recommend Craigslist? Yes, we are doing this. I am doing this before, but we have some problem on geographical location because sometimes if we are going to create Craigslist, we are going to create our own account or on Craigslist, we are going to be referred to the Craigslist Philippines, not the Craigslist United States, because I think there's a geographical limit on using Craigslist. Okay? Okay, thank you for that question. Number 11, project management. Number 12, bookkeeping. As I mentioned, if you are an accountant, you can do bookkeeping. And if you are an accountant student, accountant graduate, you can actually do bookkeeping. And customer support from the BPO companies, you can actually work online. There are clients nowadays that are looking home-based call center agents. And number 14, online store management. We have a platform here like Shopify, Oberlo, and dropshipping platforms. And number 15, other as needed tasks. Okay, I want you to replay this one if you can, if you wasn't able to jot down the sought after skills, because these are the types of virtual assistant that you can actually look for the job openings on the various BPM platforms. Okay, what are the commonly used tools? Actually, there are mentors that will readily train you with this one by one, but I just want you to know that the virtual assistant have tools that are used on a daily basis. It's up to you to look for this because actually these are tools that can be downloadable online and downloadable on your mobile phone. And if you want, just wait for me to send you the PDF form for these online tools on the group, on the Facebook group. I will give you the some list with description for this. Number 1, WordPress, and also it's that Fiverr. Fiverr also is a good platform. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. Fiverr also, actually there are so many online job platforms. Actually, even LinkedIn.com, you can find online work there. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue with the VA commonly used tools. Number 2, SEO tools. There are actually SEO tools that are commonly used by VA. If you are an SEO writer and you are uploading articles in WordPress, you need a plugin called SEO by Yoast plugin if you are going to use WordPress, and other as needed tools for keyword research and for analytics report for SEO. You need you just need to look for this list from your mentors. Okay. Number 3, Photoshop, Canva, Photoscape, and Jing. These are actually graphics for graphics creation. Number 4, Google Drive and Google Calendar for scheduling of your client's tasks, and this is also a collaboration tool. LastPass, this is a key password tool. MailChimp, this is actually a email marketing tool. Trello and Basecamp and Asana collaboration tool. Facebook ads, Instagram, these are actually some of the marketing tools using social media nowadays. And Hootsuite, Buffer, and Tailwind, these are apps that are actually, you are going to schedule your posts on social media using these apps. And file conversion softwares. Number 11, Windows Movie Maker and Audacity for simple video editing and simple audio editing. Okay. Word doc, of course, Excel, PowerPoint, and Notepad. These are quick content creation that we already know from basic, from elementary to high school to college already. So 13, Shopify, Amazon, AliExpress, Overload, dropshipping app. These are actually online store and dropshipping tools. And many others according to the skills that a virtual assistant is doing to their clients. There are actually tools that are counterpart of these tools. These are just tools that have advanced features. Those are the tools that do not have features such as this, the list I mentioned here. So just message me if you want me to give you some list, and if the online Bicolano Worker mentor have something for you. I think it's Angel Nino Franco. Do you know Angel Nino Franco? She is the one to tackle online tools that are used by a virtual assistant. So she will be providing you the detailed actual demonstration of this online tool. So this is just for the sake of information that a virtual assistant is using these tools on a daily basis. Okay, can you still follow? We are actually more than an hour, so but let's finish this for the sake of our learning today, and we must be productive even at the comforts of our home. Okay, well, this is just some one illustration of how an online worker is doing on a daily basis. Okay, let me just drink my my water. What are the price for the apps? Actually, some of your clients will provide you with the apps, and most of the apps are free. Okay, thank you for the question. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Are you still there? Okay, someone will ask, what are you doing, sir, on a daily basis? Okay, this is actually what we do, the VA workflow. Number 1, we check our emails. If our client is communicating with us, if our client have new instructions with us, we usually check our emails on a daily basis before we start working. Okay, but first you need to eat. You need to eat, and then if you want to ask guidance from above, from God, you need to pray before working. You need to take a bath, but by doing online work, we need to check our emails first. Okay, number 2, you need to add the task or update to-do list on Google Calendar or Trello or Basecamp on a daily basis, so that you will not get lost what task of the day you are going to do. So you need to update that on your to-do list. And number 3, we are doing identification of our priority tasks on a daily basis. For example, the tasks have due dates, the tasks are time sensitive. We actually prioritize the tasks according to due dates and time sensitivity so that we are going to work first the high priority tasks of the day, okay? And then open the needed online tools before working and then go to work. Happy working! And then after working on a daily or weekly, we are sending reports to our clients what we do on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. But if your client have a monitoring tool, a platform that your tasks are already there, you will just add your time, you will just log in and time your work. You don't need to do daily and weekly reports to the client, okay? And also number 7, we have a meeting with our client or daily or weekly or monthly. So prepare your Skype, prepare your Zoom, prepare your Facebook Messenger, because every now and then your client is communicating with you for strategies or for customization of your strategies on a daily or weekly basis, okay? Okay, and number 8, weekly PC maintenance. Okay, there are so many techie persons, techie VAs that are doing this on a weekly basis, and I myself is doing this. I am removing those that are slowing down my PC or removing the viruses on my PC by having a tools on my laptop, such as CCleaner, Malwarebytes, Avast, and many others that I personally do to clean my personal computer or my mobile or tablet that I am using for my VA work. Okay, this is the VA workflow. You can actually jot this down or a screenshot. Okay, and VA reports. What are the reports you are doing, sir? Okay, the website audit report, the analytics report, the KPI report. This is KPI is a key performance indicator. Number 4 is social media posting calendar and monitoring. Number 5 is content management and monitoring. Number 6 is work done weekly. And number 7, after your work on a 15th day or 13th day period, you need to send your invoice to your client. Okay? You can, if you have questions with the workflow and VA reports, you can actually send me your question. Okay? Your questions. Okay? Okay, this is the one that we've been waiting for after this slides, so many slides. Where to apply for a VA work, sir? Okay, number 1, business process management platforms. One example of this is the Upwork.com. Another one is onlinejobs.ph. Next one is virtualcoworker.com. Another one is remotestaff.com.ph. Another one is virtualcoworker.com. But actually, I will be giving you some examples. I think I already given you some. I mentioned, but you just need to jot those down. I mentioned already here on my slides the onlinejobs.ph and upwork.com and remotestaff.com.ph. Okay. Number 2, social networks. You can actually find work to the Facebook support groups about virtual assistants and work from home for Filipinos group. I have online jobs posted on a daily basis coming from companies that are actually looking for virtual assistants coming from several platforms from their international clients. Okay, is there a minimum online required hours for a part-time VA? Thanks. Hi, Merge Mercado. Part-time is 4 hours, the same as an office employee, and full-time is 8 hours. Actually, you can work on 2 hours basis depending upon your negotiation to your client. With regards to invoice, do we need an official invoice or registered from BIR? Well, good question. Since we are working internationally, we are not covered by BIR. That's why we have our tax exemption from several senators already mentioned this, and the BMBE law, or included there is the freelancers that can be exempted on paying taxes, because we are not actually our type of work is not actually as included in the type of description. But the Naga City government have a way for you if you want to do an online business, because online work and online business is very different thing. Online business is you are doing online selling, or you are doing selling on Lazada or Shopify, and then you want your business to be accredited, and your target market is the Philippine market. You need to actually get business permit if you are doing an online business. Okay, thank you very much, Ronan Tadeus de los Santos, for your question. But according to the invoice we are giving to the client, it's just a simple Excel sheet that our work hours are there. So it depends upon your client how you are going to negotiate with the invoice to them. Just if you are already hired, that just ask your client how are they going to pay you, or do they have an online monitoring platform to your work hours, such as Time Doctor or any other monitoring of your hours work on a daily basis. And then after 15th day or 30th day, the client will just review your work hours, and then they will be just going to pay you using PayPal. PayPal is the most commonly used payment method coming from international clients. Okay, thank you for your question. Okay, number 3 for where to apply. Okay, I mentioned this, linkedin.com. Number 4, referrals. Number 5, word of mouth. Okay, referrals coming from your friends who are already working online. If they have work that your client is actually asking them to refer to them, then if you are lucky enough to have friends that are actually working online, then you can ask them if they have writing gig or graphics gig that they can give you from their clients. Okay, this is sample business process management where you can apply. I mentioned this already, remotestaff.com.au. And then if you have experienced for at least 6 months to 2 years, you can apply at virtualstafffinder.ph, because I think this virtualstafffinder.ph, most of the online jobs vacancies are looking for virtual assistants that at least have 6 months to 2 years experience. Okay, thank you too, Ronan. VA resources. Where can you find the resources? List of online tools. You can ask your mentors. You can ask your coaches. But if you have no coaches, from the list of tools that I mentioned, you can actually search those online. It's actually personal self-study. And then from time to time, you can ask your mentors from the support groups. Okay, you can ask me on my Work from Home for Filipinos or on Online Bicolano Workers support group. You can throw questions to we have administrators on that Facebook group that can readily answer your question. Okay, list of references. Actually, you can find references online too. You just need to subscribe to certain coaches. For example, International Virtual Assistant Association, they have website. You can actually subscribe to their emails. You can go to the International Virtual Assistant Association and go and look for their subscription form. Okay. Number 3, Google Alerts. If you are familiar with Google, If you are looking for a certain topic, you just need to go to Google Alerts and key in a keyword, and then the Google will email you a certain topic on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, depending to the schedule you want this particular topic to be sent to you. Okay, that is Google Alerts. Hello sir, recorded po ba yan? Hindi po, Rian Joan Valdez. This is not a record, this is actually live. So I can readily answer your questions coming from your comments. Okay po? But you can... okay, you are asking if recorded ito. Yes, this will be available on Facebook, your group. After this, you can replay this one. And then I will also upload this in YouTube. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your question. Okay, number 4, email subscriptions. Okay, thank you very much. The VA support groups, International Virtual Assistant Association, the Online Bicolano Workers, the Bicol Virtual Assistants Network, and the Work from Home for Filipinos. So, what are the things that that hampers you not to work online? We have our support groups, we have your mentors, we have the Digital Innovation Hub, the Naga City Digital Innovation Hub, with free laptops and computer and free Wi-Fi. You just need to decide to work. Okay? And ask your mentors for that support. Okay? Quick tips: make friends with Google and YouTube for research purposes. And number 2, research from YouTube and Google and sometimes Wikipedia and other resources, and then read them. Read a certain topic about online work on a daily basis. That's empowering your passion. If you want to empower yourself on your content management, on your WordPress skills, there are a lot of references coming from YouTube video tutorials and coming from articles that you can find in YouTube. You just need to read and watch those video tutorials or attend to this kind of VA trainings. Okay? Try online training platforms like udemy.com, showacademy.com, and digitalmarketer.com. There are a lot of online work trainings there. Some are free and some, or I think most of the trainings there, because of the community quarantine, there are lots of free training from these platforms. Okay, you just need to look for these platforms, training platforms, and then you can readily read and watch video tutorials from there. Okay, thank you very much for bearing with me. I'm just sharing with you some of the home office setup. This home office worker have to computer. Actually, I think she has 2 clients, or she is doing 2 tasks at the same time, and this one too. Just create your home office setup depending to the comfort you want at home. Okay. Thank you very much for bearing with me. Thank you very much for sharing this time with me, for sharing your time, for being a participant on this virtual assistant work training.